Hey everybody, welcome to Charisma Lifestyles. Talking today about the myth that it's too late to try something new. There's a perception that if you haven't figured out what you're going to do, that it's too late and that you shouldn't try. People are concerned that they've missed their chance to do that incredible thing that they wanted to do with their lives. Everyone else around them is 10, 20 years ahead. How could you possibly catch up? So I felt this too. I started working at 16 in a job that I had no interest in because it was the only thing that was available to me. I spent 10 years working in that job, and while I was there, I was studying part-time at university, and I graduated at the age of 28. Unlike a lot of people who had a good start in life and they managed to do the things that they wanted to for a career, I never had that option. I was never fortunate enough, and it's only now, at 30 years old, that I'm finally doing the thing that I've always wanted to do, and that's helping people through YouTube, through my business. I've had to learn new skills that I think if I'd have learned that 5 years ago, just imagine the kind of place that I'd be now. Unfortunately, life just doesn't work like that for a lot of people. There are so many people that I've met now being a little bit older and a little bit wiser who have done exactly the same thing as me. I always looked from the other side of the grass thinking that other people had it better. But I know so many people now as an adult who are in their 30s who did have that life. They went to university when they were younger, picked a job that they thought they'd want to do, and then now that they're in their 30s, mid 30s and 40s, they're now starting to realize that, wow, I need to make a change. You'll be surprised at just how many people are out there who don't believe the myth that it's too late for them, and they go out and they do things that they've always wanted to do. They finally took that leap and they're living incredible lives for it. The biggest pressure often comes from outside, but it can also come from our own limiting beliefs. We see friends with big houses, cars, wives, children, some of them on lots of money with very good jobs. And it's very easy to look at that from the outside and think that you should be in the same place as them. They've got the steady life that people tell us that we should have by that age. It can be hard to start again at the age of 30 or 40 without ever having that. And it can feel challenging feeling that I'm too late or that I'm missing an arbitrary timeline I should have hit. Here's the truth. You shouldn't ever waste your life spending it wishing that you'd done something differently because you're too afraid or you're too comfortable to take the risk, be courageous, and to try and do the thing that you know is calling you. We should spend our lives growing. And if you're still doing what you wanted to do when you were 16, you're either very, very fortunate that life worked out well for you, or you're hiding because you're too scared to do the thing that you actually want to do. You might be scared of taking the risk, the discomfort, and you might be scared of losing what you've got. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's definitely worth it. Don't be so afraid to live that you might as well already be dead. Doing the same shit that doesn't inspire you, doesn't make you grow, doesn't make you feel like you're living with purpose, using this one amazing life to its fullest. Life is long, but it goes very, very fast. Avoid the pressure of trying to conform to other people's timelines. Your life is different to theirs, and there are lots of people who haven't followed the traditional timeline and have done things differently and still had incredible lives. Avoid the pressures of when you should be qualified, have a house, be married, when you should have kids. You are much younger than you think you are. Take the risks, take the shot, and aim for that better life. And the worst case scenario, you'll still be absolutely fine. You need to take the risks while you've still got the chance. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is always now. Right now, in the present moment. There are stories everywhere of people who hadn't quite got things figured out. Stories like J.K. Rowling, who was a single mom on benefits when she first published Harry Potter. There are stories everywhere of people who took risks, who decided to do something different and now live absolutely incredible lives. You're able to offer more. Pivoting as an adult has a lot of advantages. You're older, you're wiser, you're more mature and more grounded. You're able to have a perspective that younger people simply don't have. You're able to figure things out and really know what it is that you want to be doing. You've got enough experience of the world to know what you want to be doing and what you don't want to be doing. There's a quote from a song that I love. Most interesting people didn't know what they wanted at 22, and the most interesting 40-year-olds still don't know. To wrap that up, life is far too short to wonder what if. Take the risk. It's never too late to try something new. If you found this valuable, 99.7% of people will not like, comment, subscribe, or engage. If you found this helpful and you want to see more of this, please help me by leaving some kind of interaction, any kind of feedback. It helps out massively in growing the channel and being able to deliver better content for you guys. I run a newsletter PDF. There's a free guide on there for authentic connections, how to live a better life through connection. Check that out, and you'll also get access to my weekly newsletter where I send great advice to people's email boxes. So check that out, and I hope you all have a great day.